Hey, great Wednesday evening. It is an awesome evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. Uh, the weather ain't that bad. I guess Frankie got it wrong.
Frankie got what?
Frankie got the weather wrong.
I have not been watching Frankie in the morning because I'm sleeping through the 7 o'clock show.
Good. That way you're up and ready for 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's actually what I've been doing. I'm getting up at 8:30, walking the dogs, coming in to do the show, and then going back to bed.
It was a great show this morning.
I have to go back and watch it again because
Yeah, watch it on Erasmo Castro candidate page.
you keep saying that page, and I don't even know what page you're talking about.
Erasmo Castro candidate.
I understand that, but I haven't seen it. Is what I mean.
Oh, you could search it and you'll come out. That way I actually make some more money. Oh
If
crap!
I go through that one,
My order was canceled. Look at this. Your
which
my, remember I told you I had bought that litter box.
yes,
Your order was canceled. It said,
that's fine because I have two more boxes, so I'm good.
I wonder why it was canceled. I don't get it. I think it was probably going to be one of those scam things anyway for some reason. I don't know why.
Hang on.
Let me go through the comments while Maggie's out there chit chatting. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you both for being an inspiration. Maggie is the one that's being an inspiration out there.
I must no this honestly, in all honesty, Joe. I think I'm like totally clueless as to when I'm doing something wrong. I mean, I know I have no filter, so I know I say things without processing and realizing how much I'm going to get myself into trouble. But but I had a friend, a librarian friend of mine, tell me, "I'm so impressed with how brave you were," and I'm like, "But I mean, I was nervous because I'm in front of people." But I'm thinking, like, what did I say that made me brave? Like, I was just annoyed at the way the situation is and talking about it. I'm allowed to say these things. So that's why I don't, I maybe it's a good thing I don't realize how much trouble I could get into. I don't know, but I don't think I'm saying anything I can get in trouble for. Or maybe I am, or I do.
It's still America.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. But and I look, and I hear it all the time. And again, I've showed you the messages where people send and they say like, "Man, it's just amazing, amazing." I go like, "Well," and then the other, the one I got the other day was kind of cute. That
yeah,
monster.
yeah, you created a monster. Here's the thing though, and it's true. I used to be very afraid of the board members whenever they came on campus. But ever since I started watching you, you're right. And I used to be very intimidated by elected officials. And ever since I started watching you, you're right. I'm the one who got them in there.
Yeah,
The public is the one who got them in there. And that's made me really realize that they're approachable, because I would have never thought, I'm good enough to go and approach somebody and ask them anything. But you're right. It's the when you were running, you were willing to come and talk to me, and now that you're in office, now you don't want to talk to me. You think you're better than me? No.
ain't
Yeah.
that not work that way.
No, yeah. And it used to be, especially when I first started teaching, hey Nelda, when people would be like, the board members are on campus, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, and I'd be joining with the, oh my gosh, the board members are on campus, and you were like, please don't let them see me because I don't know what I'm gonna say. And I'm like, hello there. Because I just you're right. They have to answer to the
Constituents,
yes.
100%.
And the mayor is the same way. And Joey Lopez used to intimidate me too. And I wouldn't have ever approached anything, not that I have lately, but if I bump into him, I'm not as easily intimidated.
That's a good thing. Thank you so much. I'm so inspired. Connectivity to our fine city, my fellow man. You see, I think 7% of Democrats voted this past election in Cameron County.
Only
Uh, yeah, mm,
you
yeah, I don't
don't
think
think
so.
so?
No, I mean, I look, guys, and I saw the op-ed that uh, Jared Hakama, and Hakama is a great, great friend of mine. I love Jared. He's a real good friend of mine. And Gilbert Hinojosa, not a friend of mine. I saw them going out there and making excuses for the loss. Guys, they're just excuses, and I really, really hate that. Now, what you could do, you could go back and say, what did we do wrong that we can fix, for the next election? But you don't go out there and make excuses. And a lot of it was, oh well, we didn't get any money. And we're like, well, whose fault is that? You
Hmm.
know? I mean, they know the game. They're not new to this, Maggie. And then they were out there saying that Maida had received $3 million. The truth of it is she didn't. What was rumored was that they were going to pour in $2.8 million in regards to turning this whole area red. But that's not directly towards Maida. I think it's going to be a lot going towards commercials and towards other promotional materials, este, stuff like that. But again, they're just excuses. They played a better game. Maida and her team, they played a better game and they were successful and they won. Guys, it is what it is. Lick it up, move forward. And look, one of the things that I truly believe, Maggie, is they're going to be better prepared for November.
Who is the Republicans?
The Democrats, they're going to be better
Oh,
prepared for November. With that said, do you think that the Republicans are going to slack off?
I think we're on a wave. I think they're on a roll,
They're on a
and
roll.
and Biden is not helping himself, and the economy's not helping it, and
People are
I
tired.
mean, huh?
People are tired.
Yeah.
Immigration, illegal immigration,
Hmm.
as the border security, and Maggie. One of the other things that I actually spoke to a lot of the individuals in the Republican Party about this is the violence. The cartel activity here. That the city and our local law enforcement a lot of times try to quiet down, and they say, Erasmo, you're exaggerating. No, they try to quiet down by very limited coverage in regards to news media. Maggie, we had one of the sons of one of the top cartel individuals arrested here in Brownsville. Or,
Hmm.
or, you know, and you saw the parade of the different vehicles leaving Cameron Park. Or
Yeah.
they had these cars stashed. We've had cartel type of killing assassinations, at least three of them in the Cameron Park area already. We've been talking about Kimberly for years, all right? How she disappeared
Yeah.
from downtown, and all this is like they've tried to quell it to a point where we don't, it's not a major issue. It is a major issue, especially to the
Hmm.
individuals that are suffering from it. So again, I think all this put together, it doesn't help the Democrats. It does not help the Democrats here. And again, I think that they're going to be pouring a lot more money into November race for Vicente Gonzalez. But I'm going to guarantee you, Maggie, that the Republicans are going to do likewise. They're going to invest crap loads of money in this race because it has become a battle cry.
Yeah.
Because them catering to the Hispanic vote. I don't know if you saw the Joe Biden's approval ratings, but amongst Hispanics, it went down to 26%.
I saw, and actually, I was watching Fox News earlier, and Tucker, and they were talking. I think it was Tucker that was talking about Mayra making it down here in the county, Cameron County, and it being a Republican now down here, first time ever since I don't know when they said 1896 or something like that.
It's crazy.
And but then they started going down the list. What your average person that voted for Joe Biden was a white middle class, upper middle class woman, and that you just don't see it. You see people that are slowly moving away from Biden, and they were talking about how Trump came across, and me, I believe this part. Trump came across as the anti-Latino, anti-black, but you have a record number of Latinos and blacks and Asians that are supporting Trump or
Crazy.
supporting the Republican Party.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the Democrats they miscalculated. They
Hmm.
thought, and again, but I go back to the same thing that we've been saying for a while, Maggie, because there is such a disconnect between the
Hmm.
Democrats and normal people. You know, it's so stupid, Maggie, because they're out there going like, "Oh, we're for the poor," but they're millionaires.
Hmm.
Some of them are billionaires. John Kerry, billionaires,
Yeah.
And how can you relate? There's no relation, there's no association. They don't come down to our level. And that's the difference between like a Trey Mendez, an Eddie Trevino, and a Joey Lopez and a Gus Reese. That's the difference between them and us normal folk and Trump and a lot of a lot of the minorities out there. Trump and again, this before even running for president, he would go out there and mingle with everyone. He didn't care. He
Yeah.
didn't care if they were black, brown, from anywhere. And that's the difference. He can associate with people. So when Trump comes out, guys, and starts saying they're bringing in drugs, they're bringing in rapists, they're bringing in crime, you know, to the left, they're going, how dare you speak to Hispanics like that? To the
Hmm.
Hispanics down here, we're going like, yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
Because we know what the cartels are doing to our community.
Yeah.
We feel it. We live it. Not the yokels up there in Minnesota and Wisconsin and in Seattle. Not them. We live it. Now, our Democrats here, they do a good job of cover up. Maggie, it's like the COVID-19 illegal alien hub right here, a
Yeah.
block and a half from my office. They covered that thing up with garbage bags. I don't know what the hell, but this fencing all around. You saw it.
No,
They
I never saw how much it was, but I wouldn't have believed it if you hadn't pointed it out.
but they covered it all up. That's what
Mhm.
they try to do. And that's the issue because all of us down here, well, whoever passed by could see it and that there was
Yeah.
something on. We could see the illegals with their little red bags and now the blue bags because they changed color. And, they're getting on a bus and they're getting on airplanes. We see it. All right, Maggie, if everything is in the up and up, why hide it?
Yeah.
You know?
And same thing, same connection I'm going to make with the superintendent. What's the one thing he said at the last meeting? If we give the teachers a raise right now, they're going to want another raise the next time we talk about the budget. Okay, excuse me, you just got compensated for getting a great evaluation, but just yesterday, but how much money are you already making to begin with? No, and then you think uh, a, a janitor or a bus driver wanting a raise more than a few cents on the hour is going to make them happy?
Well, well, and again, I've always had my little issues with a lot of the bus drivers out there. Part of the problem is the bus drivers themselves. They sell themselves so short. A lot of the times they're like, "Well, we got $1." Stop settling.
Mm-hmm.
And again, but a lot of it comes. People start to settle when they're ignorant of the facts of what really is happening. But again, do you think that the top folks out there at BIZ are going to be open about salaries and about their big old jump in increase compared to the small little bitty jumps that
Yeah.
bus drivers, food service people actually make? No, they're not going to. That's why. And again, I go back into when they did the report that job study, work study, when they were discussing, Maggie, how many people they could actually cut from every position. I mean, they went from custodial workers to food service to bus drivers to paraprofessionals to clerical staff, teachers, principals, vice principals, deans, and they stopped.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going like, where's the rest?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the upper levels? Where's the AAs, the individuals at the Glass Palace? Where's all those folks? And they hid that. And no, and everyone was okay with it. That's what really tripped me out.
Yeah.
You know,
And Tim Ramirez and I did a great job when he presented the public comment section. If you guys get a chance to watch the meeting today, it wasn't a very long meeting at all.
you want to
But
play it?
Tim, huh?
You want to play Tim's?
Do you want me to play it?
Why not?
I can play it.
I'll go through some comments while you pick it up. We
Okay.
just literally love how connected y'all to our city, my fellow man. but with a clue being pinned on the BPD station and all. Oh, I thought that was kind of funny.
The
Uh,
what?
they main event is having this like geotag thing,
Oh, yes.
and the BPD got upset that they had gotten tagged, and they said, we might have to charge for trespassing. And then someone came out with a comment, trespassing on a public building.
That's not how I took it though. I took it as be careful of where you're gonna go
That's what.
looking for these clues.
Yeah, that's the way I took it too. I'm teasing with them since I'm so mad. Oh boy, that's when you create a monster in Maggie. She's ready to be your campaign manager, chief of staff.
Yeah. Yeah, except I'm not getting paid. That's the problem.
¿Qué te pasa? Shocked you. So happy you found your voice, Maggie.
Yeah. Thanks to Micaela. Micaela's the one who helped me find it.
She is amazing.
Yes.
Maggie, are you French? Because I fall for you. I saw
Well,
you on yesterday's video.
no, but when I landed, my angel wings got a little bit hurt.
Ruffled. I was waiting at the end of your speech to say something like, and I will not cease and desist on this issue. So you could throw that jab at the super. That would have been so classic. Good evening, Jose Luis. Hermoso Jose Luis, my man.
Thank you, Mister. I was wondering, Algayo, what you were talking about. You saw the video.
Blue balls, but it only happens when you haven't said something outrageously problematic in over 44 hours. You know me well. The people need to research their candidates in the voting record. And yes, Elgayo, cease and desist. Will you be watching the January 6th committee hearing tomorrow? Uh, I probably will not. I have a job and other concerns. I just don't care. It's just a show. Look, they want to find something in order to prevent Trump from running again. And look, guys,
Mm-hmm.
there's other things that are more pertinent to our now than what's going to happen 2.5 years from now. Today,
Say
uh,
that again. The last thing you said.
there's things more pertinent today in the mind, in the life of a lot of people here in the United States today, and a lot less concerned of what's happening in 2.5 years from now. And look, let's just focus on fixing where we're at now. I mean, Maggie, we're going to hit a recession.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good situation.
Yeah, I didn't retire at a very good time.
I'd say cease and desist.
Cyst and disease. Tell me when you're ready.
Let's go.
Meters, and they will have a
Can you
total
hear it?
of
Yeah,
3 minutes.
I hope Tim doesn't mind us playing it.
this is a public.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Dr. Uh, Percy Tipton, Roca, and Dr. Gutierrez, and board members. It's a pleasure being here in front of this wonderful audience. Good afternoon, audience. I was sitting here for a while and just listening to all the increases that the bus drivers are getting. And today I spoke to a lady that's a custodian, and she was we were talking about her pay, and I didn't ask. She just gave me her. She was making $11.60, and she was going to make $1 more. I just started looking at tabulating 40 hours. That's 404. She's going to get. If it goes up $1, 504. That's $40 raise minus taxes. Not really 40, but anyway. Then a couple of weeks ago, I asked for a public information request on the highest paid employees at BISD. So, not going to mention names, but number one, highest paid employee, 354,128. Did you all hear that? 354,128. Employee, second highest employee, 179,045. 179,045. Third employee, highest paid, 178,229. Fourth highest paid, 174,773. Usually I need reading glasses, but not in this case. Fifth highest paid employee at BISD is $168,144.99. Sixth highest paid, $164,395 plus $600 stipend for phone. Number seven, highest paid, $162,394.99 plus $600 uh, uh,
Boom.
for stipend for using the phone, their cell phone. Number eight, highest paid, 153,666. Number nine, 153,208 plus 600 stipend for the phone. Number 10, 10th highest paid employee at BISD, $152,773 plus a $600 phone stipend. Number 11, 152,750. And number 12, $147,111. A total top 12 employees, 2,140,617. 2,140,000, and y'all are just happy with $1, happy with $2. No, y'all deserve more because you're the ones that take our precious cargo, our precious kids, our precious gems. You pick them up every day and you take them back to school. Take them to school, take them back home. And what happens if you make a slight mistake? Vámonos.
Vámonos.
Thank you very much.
Vámonos. Thank you very much.
Yo, I love the way he said it. Tim's my new hero.
Tim's good. I think Tim is getting his voice too. I think Tim was a lot shyer, and now he's coming into his own. I'm very proud.
Hmm.
Let's see. Did you hear about the major egg producer burned down and the 1,000 of cattle had died in Texas through Kansas? I heard about that, and I suppose it's because of the heat.
The cattle I hadn't heard, but we were talking about the major egg producer earlier last week, late last week, earlier this week. Yeah, just all the things that are happening. We did talk about that, Joe.
I got a message. Good for the teachers and professionals getting the raise stipend they are getting. Although some professionals at the main office already make too much money due to raises given in the past just to help out family members and friends of previous board members like Sylvia Atkinson, up to $35,000 per person in some cases. However, everyone in the paraprofessional sector gets $1, regardless of being employed 1 year or 35 years. How is that fair? Now the lowest paid will get a minimum of $15 an hour. Good for them, but it's taken some of us 35 years to
Uh-huh.
make what we make. How is that fair? We're now not that much than $15 a minimum. Oh gosh,
What?
I'm getting a call from my nurse.
Do you want me to finish that off?
Soy el programa.
Mute your phone.
Okay. The superintendent benefits this year, and okay, so has anyone heard about the tiers based on years of service? Again, so everyone is getting something, but not fairly allotted. The superintendent benefits this year and for 3 more years as a tune way higher than anyone else. At a tune, yeah. Not to mention having two overpaid superintendent deputies doing his job. Let me close with saying that teachers' pets will probably get under the table additional increments and are never posted just because they can. Preach.
Yeah. And that was one of the things they were saying. They wanted administrators to do evaluations of what was getting paid. That would very easily fall under teachers' pets, getting a certain amount more than others.
It's crazy. Normalize bank robbery and credit fraud. Let's not do that. There's going to be a major supply problem coming. This is going beyond the incompetence of our local, state, and federal politicians. Uh, no. This is why people have to start eating all those.
Pichones from downtown.
Let me tell you, I actually heard of some people actually eating those things. Good evening, good evening, good
Hey,
evening.
David.
Ida Flores was on Hannity tonight and had no trouble speaking. And Hannity told her that Elon Musk had voted for her. She was very good. I'm very proud. Again, I did not see it. I might go back and see it later on tonight when he comes back out, just to see that segment. Again, more power to her, Georgina. Again, let me tell you, she is the candidate. She is our congressperson. Let me make this very, very clear. Again, she deserves all the respect. She fought well. She won. And she deserves every ounce of respect that we could give her. Let's give her an opportunity. She represents all of us, Republicans and Democrats. Erasmo Castro, you're so right. Right?
Don't add to his big head already.
I actually was watching. I actually in my history, some pictures of when I graduated from theology school. Man, I got to show you those pictures. I was super fat, big
Yeah.
head. There should have been a cap in the contract of how much super could be made from raises. That's what Maggie was trying to post with her sign, but she took it down.
Oh, because I took it in to share at the meeting and then I didn't bring it back.
Good evening,
I just need to make myself another one.
Sebastian. Love you, Papa. Maggie, where is my ice cream shake?
They drive me to drink, I tell you.
I thought you were going to bring one and we're supposed to drink it together. This Wednesday, the Supreme Court has made a ruling that U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents can make warranty arrests at home,
Warrantless.
warrant warrantless arrests at homes under 100 miles from the border. There goes our Fourth Amendment protection for unreasonable search and seizure. Thoughts? I think. Well, let me say this. I think one of the things, you got to take it for what it is. One of the things that I think that we've seen, Juan, is an increase in regards to again the cartel activity. And look, guys, you've seen the pictures and the videos of the individuals that are all boxed in these horrible trailers and these stash houses. Hundreds of individuals in a little cubicle out there. I mean, guys, how long do border patrol agents, homeland security agents, have to wait until they could go out there and knock on some doors and open some containers? And look, and I know you're probably going to say, "Oh well, it's because they're going to go into the houses." I'm thinking of they're probably trying to save lives. I
But
don't.
they're allowed if they think there's someone in imminent danger. They're allowed to go in, aren't
Well,
they?
well, no, because then you're going to have a warrant, and that's one of the things that I think a lot of the folk want to. And again, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, I think one of the reasons that this was brought forth before the Supreme Court was because of all these situations. I mean, how many times do we see, Maggie, trailers, vans,
Yeah.
buses, stash? I mean, just in McAllen, they had them all stashed up at hotels. They had them all stashed out at hotels. They couldn't do anything about it. So again, guys, if you want to, everyone all of a sudden wants to give illegals rights. Except when someone breaks the law, then you want to take away their rights because that's what we do. Someone breaks the law, you take away their rights.
How
So
far in is 100 miles?
it's well, he's probably referring to the checkpoint, the 75-mile checkpoint where the La Garita's at.
You mean Sarita?
Yeah, La Garita.
I don't even. I've never heard it called La Garita.
We call them. I think we call them La Garitas, don't we?
I thought it was Sarita checkpoint.
Well, that's the name of
Anyway,
that.
that's 75 miles in. So anything this side of it.
Yeah, and again, think of it, guys. Again, and look, Juan. I know that everyone wants to throw, oh well, the Republicans are horrible and the conservative court is
Mhm.
horrible. Look, let, let me say, guys, I don't think it, and going back, it really pissed me off when the Democrats were all out there, even Biden, trying to to crucify this border patrol agent doing his job. That he was whipping these Haitians.
Mhm.
And oh, it's horrible going back into slavery. He was doing no such thing. You have to be from Texas. You have to know about horses. You have to be here to understand. La Quineña, that's what it's called.
Okay.
That's what is that what I said? La
La
Garita.
Garita. You said La Garita.
I hate y'all.
Joe Valdez.
Tanya and Sam.
Hey, but having said all of that, last night I just happened. You know how sometimes you're on Facebook and you follow someone's video, and then if you leave it long enough, it pops up. Another video pops up.
Yeah.
So I had one of those, and it was a lady. It looks like in her apartment, inside her apartment, and she had someone else videotaping her, and she's trying to close the door, and a cop has his foot in just enough to keep the door open about this much, and she's like, "Let me see your warrant before you come in here." And he's like, "Well, we're looking for one." She goes, "Well, then let me close my door because you do not have the right to come into my house."
100%.
And she, African American woman, and she had someone else videotaping her. They videotaped it for 15 minutes, and she was pissed because they wouldn't let her close the door. And I was thinking, as many TV shows as I watch, because I love watching cop shows, I think I still would have been like, okay, you have to come in. Okay, fine. And she was adamant. And I was thinking, I love this, that this is our right as Americans.
100%. As
But that doesn't go with what you're saying, though.
as Americans, but you see, you're talking about police officers. Juan is talking about U.S.
Border Patrol.
Customs and Border Patrol.
Okay.
They are responsible to keeping us safe from cartels, because it's the cartels that are bringing these people
Mhm.
over. They're the ones that are getting rich. They're the ones that are exposing these children to death, to illness,
Hmm.
to maiming, to sex trafficking. They're
Hmm.
the ones. It's not, and you know what? It's not the U.S. government. And I'm tired of all these people, trying to make the United States into a racist country. We are not. You cannot paint everyone with a racist brush. And again, you've going to get those little cases, Maggie. Like, and again, the George Floyd issue. You're going to get a lot of those cases going
Yeah.
out there. Now, is it all the country's fault that those are the ones that MSNBC, CBS, CNN, they
Yeah.
play over and 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 over again, and those are the ones that get the exposure. And that's the issue. But how many times have our border patrol? Look, we just lost the guy. We just lost the guy out here who was trying to save
Save. Yeah. You don't. Yeah.
someone.
And you're right. You don't see how much they're saving lives out there more often than they're killing people.
So at the end of the day, I don't think that they want these powers to go screw people. They want those powers to go help people,
Mhm.
because they
Yeah.
don't. I don't think anybody wants to see 40 people in a trailer or in a stash house die, and
Hmm.
many have, Maggie. Many,
Hmm.
many have. So I mean, come on, man. We gotta stop using these little leftist talking points to say, "Oh, they're just all horrible."
It's
Maggie, I
just
already and let me go back.
it's just Trump who's horrible. But go on.
And let me go back. And again, look, guys, you break the law, Maggie, and you're going to have some rights taken away from you. I'll give you an
Yeah.
example. We just mentioned her, Sylvia Atkinson. Sylvia Atkinson is confined. She cannot vote. She will never vote again. Will never be able to work for the district. There's things, because there's consequences to illegal actions. You could call them anything you want. They broke our country's laws by walking in here illegally. There's consequences, guys. But even still, our border patrol agents, our homeland security, our customs people, they're risking their lives to save these folks,
Hmm.
man. Maggie, I already paid you with Cheeto Bolitas. We can make an arrangement so you can campaign manager. I've been no, no. You pay in tamales too. Yes. Let me say, I can't find Cheeto Bolitas. I think they're discontinued.
You haven't tried to pay me with anything.
That's true. The six January 6th committee BS is just a sign of Democrats being scared of the big red wave coming.
Being
They're
scarred. Or no, yeah, I guess being scared.
scared. The recession is around the corner. People elect the right people and save your pennies. 100%. The January 6 hearings are preparations to bring down Trump before he runs 2024. People are missing him right about now. And look, and let me say, guys, let's say let's say that Garland is successful enough to go out there and indict Trump and whatever you want. That's fine. Honestly, guys, do people really think it ends with Trump? I mean, there's a lot of Republicans out there that are setting themselves up. You
To
know,
be right next to behind him in
yeah.
his footsteps.
Let me
Yep.
tell, yeah, DeSantis in Florida. I
Yeah, I
mean,
was gonna say DeSantis in Florida.
and let me tell you, and there's Tulsi, not Tulsi Gabbard. What's that the one that was at the UN?
At the
Somebody help me out.
UN.
She was at the UN. Ah, I lost the name. She
Melissa
was
Michelle.
no, the ambassador to the UN. She used to be a governor. Someone help me.
I don't know. Someone was gonna come up with it in a minute.
I agree. I agree that there are things happening right now that need to be addressed. However, the truth shall set him free or not. Let the truth Johnny come out, and there are yes. But my issue now is if there was a little bit of no, not Palin. She was the Alaska one. This is the recent one. Nikki Haley. Thank you, Alma.
Thank you.
Nikki
I thought it
Haley.
was Michelle or Melissa.
Nikki
Yeah.
Haley. Nikki Haley is amazing.
Uh huh.
Very intelligent, very bright, and very, very, very well spoken as the individual.
But didn't Trump throw her under the bus?
Well, Trump throws everybody under the bus. I mean, look, he did that with uh, his campaign, one of his campaign managers. I'm forgetting everybody right now. Uh, the güerita.
Oh, the one who just came out with her book.
Yeah. Um,
No, I can't think of her name.
Somebody help me out, guys. But so again, it doesn't much matter. But what I'm trying to say is they're trying to make it about Trump. It's not about Trump, guys. It's about people being frustrated with gas prices and everything else, and they look at Trump because they see Trump as the guy that's going to get him out of it. But it's not the Trump thing; it's the Trump movement. And let me tell you, if they're successful, more power to them, guys. If they're successful, do you really think it ends there?
No.
Not by a long shot. People are tired, man.
Yeah.
People are just tired.
I would not have minded Trump if he didn't come up with so much awful hate speech. Because I did start seeing things his way and how we need to put America first. I did like that. I kind of started admiring the fact that he had some seriously balls, some, what are they called? Steel balls? No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Iron
uh,
Ball.
yes, and going and meeting with Kim Jong Un and calling Putin his friend, a little bit on the craziness side, but the fact that he went out there and was able to go take those steps, meet with them, blah blah blah. A lot of very self-involved issues also, but he did stuff that I never thought would have been done. But he also did too much hate speech, and that was the that I can't get not past that again. Sorry.
Yeah. I,
I know that's we're to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree. Go on.
I'm proud of you too. Thanks for standing up for the teacher.
Ah,
100%.
Miss Torres was one of my favorite all time favorite teachers. I was gonna say that earlier when she popped up.
La Quineña checkpoint. Yeah, that's what it's called. What did I call it?
La Garinda.
La
La
Garita.
Garita.
La Garita.
La
La
Garita.
Garita. Crazy. We need Homeland Security to go into private property. This will send a clear message to local petty smugglers. Aiding and abetting is illegal. Yeah, I don't think that the again. I'm thinking that most of them are going to be out there trying to protect a lot of the people that are being abused by all these people that are trying to smuggle them over. And let me tell you guys, there's a huge caravan of people coming over again, and again, it's not going to buy well for us. What's up, guys? Driving home from Women's Distinction Awards in Mission. What did I miss? Did you buy a Tesla? Not yet. I'm waiting for you.
He's waiting for the check to come in. Um,
So it is called La Garita. You see, I was right.
I don't know. I've never heard of it called that.
Thank you, Tanya. Love you. Love you. I love you again now. Maggie, I agree with your comment on the evaluations, and the evaluations should be done not when supervisors are super busy at the end of the school year in the middle of turning in grades and other things. I believe evaluations should not be rushed, and they should be fair and square.
Yeah.
100%. Maggie with her video and over 3,000 views. Jeez.
Which video?
The new one?
I don't know.
I think that's what Sam's referring to. The U.S. government has no damn business coming into anyone's home without what? How stupid do you have to be to concede your rights to any law enforcement agency? Oh, yeah. Look again, guys. I am 100%, do not send me a cease and desist letter. Do not, did not come into my property without a warrant. With that said, I'm an American citizen. I have those rights. What rights do illegal aliens have? Just woke up from an unexpected nap. Did we get a raise or nah?
It got proposed $4,000. Palin, no, but it wasn't Palin. They're gonna vote on it on the 23rd. Yeah.
Nikki Haley. Yeah, you're right. There's that. Nikki Haley. Yeah. What is his chief of staff? That lady.
The blonde who's
Kellyanne Conway.
Oh yes.
He threw her under the bus too. I mean, it's just Trump. Nikki
He
Haley.
threw his own daughter under the bus.
I don't remember that, but it's great.
Just recently, he was saying something about she was clueless as to what was going on when she agreed that he had not lost the election and they didn't know how to approach him. And then he later on come and says she was not in contact with a lot of what was going on.
It's just Trump. You cannot. It's not throwing under the bus. It's just Trump. You cannot have a tragedy to be an excuse to allow agency to overstep their authority, trading liberty for security. I don't know. Let me tell you, if someone's in danger inside a stash house and their life's in danger, again, going into Sam's protocols, screw protocols. Nikki
Where's
Haley,
Sam?
he's nuts. He's not well.
He's not well.
He's crazy. Isn't Mayra Flores' husband a border patrol agent? He is.
Yes.
Beto catching up on Abbott on the points. No,
Yes.
not you. No,
Yes.
no. You have to. No, come on, guys.
Plus or minus three, it's
No,
42-40.
according to what? To Beto's numbers?
You know what? I can choose to use whatever numbers I want to use. I've seen you use some chisqueado numbers that you saw in the Sunday morning cartoons.
I'll give you some numbers. Cameron County. That's
Yes,
all.
I know.
That's all we need, guys. And again, those numbers that Beto threw out there, Peter. And this is what really trips me out because y'all, Peter, y'all are pretty intelligent folk. Stop buying into that media, man. The media is full of crap. The
Where's my
media,
Beto shirt? I need to go get me my Beto shirt.
the media is full of crap. Again, look at the real numbers, the numbers that really, really matter.
Unless it's
Cameron,
see, now,
Cameron,
don't tell me the media's full of crap unless it's Fox News, because that's sometimes your see. There you go. That sneaky
no,
smile.
I've said they're all full of crap. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't have my little uh, go-to place out there. But let me say, uh, this is the first time in what decades that Cameron County voted red. Voted red. That is unheard of, guys. And then someone was mentioning, well, they've been represented by Fahrenhold. It's not the same. Fahrenhold didn't take Cameron County. Mayra Flores took Cameron County. That is very, very telling, guys. I'd rather follow a Maggie movement. Sam, you can't even follow a bowel movement.
I can't come up with something quick, Sam. I need you on so you can give it to back to him. Sorry.
Buenas noches, tío. What's up with pay raise with VISD? Nada. No vote tonight, guys. It was just a budget meeting.
It was just a proposal.
Yeah, la doña Medallas, hermosa doña Medallas, Erasmo, illegals stash in house, house or truck. There are
Exigent
yeah,
circumstances.
exactamente. Let them save them. Green, Kimberly, hermosa, hermosa. Kimberly's lost some weight. She's on this major diet. You look amazing, mi amor. Oh my God, Maggie, you are going to get your Beto shirt, Erasmo. It's time to throw her under the bus now. ¡Fuera!
And up. Y hasta aquí llegó Maggie.
Let me tell you guys, it's going to be an interesting race. I will say that I am getting my signs ready, and I'm going to start putting them up as soon as they arrive. So I'm going. Yeah, 37 pounds in 6 weeks. Damn.
Wow.
Oh, girl. Guys, I'm going to need some help putting up signs. So guys, if you're got some time on your hands, come up, drive with me, and we'll put up some signs. Just make sure you bring a truck
Okay, so
and
I'm
clouds.
going to go based on what you have said in the past to look up information on the Texas Tribune, correct?
No, that's Roman.
No. You also were telling me, I
That's
asked you,
Roman.
where do I find out the salaries of something? You're like, Texas
Roman.
Tribune.
That's I promise you, it's Roman.
Okay, so according to the Texas Tribune, 6 hours ago, Greg Abbott's 15-point lead has shrunk to 5 points. So, plus or minus 3, because
That's
everything is a plus or minus 3.
that's the news media. I would rather go with the poll numbers that we have right now.
Okay, so who gives us the poll numbers? Is it the
Cameron
Pew?
County. No, Cameron
Huh?
County. Cameron County.
No, but
But
give me statewide. I want statewide
no,
comparison.
I measure it by our turn. And let me tell you, we have never gone blue ever. We turned red. We have never gone red. We turned red. That should be very, very telling for everyone out there.
And it is, but that's Cameron County. We're talking about the state of Texas. Right now, we're talking about the governor.
Now,
That's like you
okay,
saying,
you're
and
ta-
also, that's like you saying, well, the superintendent is not the highest paid in the
Maggie,
United
we're,
States.
we're talking about the bluest blue in
So
Texas
I understand that.
that has not gone red in decades. The bluest blue.
Didn't some states that were red turn blue with Barack and with Biden? It happened before.
Maggie, this is Cameron County. This is where we live,
It's
Maggie.
still the same thing. It
No,
happened.
you're going out, oh, allá arriba and everything else. There's different
Yes,
other factors. For us down here, again, I mean, you agree with the Hispanics, Biden losing the Hispanic votes.
I agree. He is not mine,
Let me tell
but
you,
he is.
this is Texas. You're going to vote for Biden again?
No,
Oh
I'm
my
hoping they come up with a different
my God.
candidate. I've been saying I hope they come up with a different candidate.
That's the mentality that we just got to get rid of because
But
you because
actually,
automatic you're saying it's got to be a blue.
no,
So
hang on a minute. Let me take it back. I retract my statement.
good.
Retract my statement. If Trump runs for 2024, then I will. Then I will, because I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't do another 4 years of Trump. I'll go live in Mexico. I don't care. I'll go to Canada. This time I will.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Go Castro put the C back in Cameron County. I want a Beto shirt too. God, to burn.
To wear, probably. Hey, I gotta go. My kiddo's feeling sick.
Guys, have a great, great evening. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, it's the
You.
no, you're coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow morning.
No, actually, I can't. I've got a dental appointment. Oh, these braces.
So so I can walk my dog's poop.
You said that.
Miss Maggie,
Rude.
you are not supporting Biden, are you? So you would want another 4 years
No,
by
I don't. Not Biden. I don't.
guys. See you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.